Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. Last we left off, we were just having our last little chats and catching up with the people around our camp. We left one person left to chat with. Alistair.
Something you need, my dear?
I have some questions.
Of course.
Is there anything else? Never mind.
Something you need, my dear?
However, there is one last question.
Well, we're in camp. Now's as good a time as any to talk, right?
Where do you see this going between us?
You know where it's going. I'm going to be king. And what it means beyond that, I don't know yet. I'll tell you one thing. I don't intend to let you get away if that's what you're thinking. King or no king, I'll find a way to make it work.
Well, especially with us getting married and all. I won't let you go, Alistair, no matter what.
Nor I you. Let's just deal with the blight first. There will be time for these sorts of discussions later. Trust me.
Yes, there will.
Something you need, my dear?
At least I hope so.
Well, we're in camp. Now's as good a time as any to talk, right?
I think we need to end this now. No.
Aha!
One last
I
sweet
see
moment.
Talking isn't quite what you had in mind. Got it.
And that about wraps it all up, guys. It's time to move on. Everyone's been leveled, everyone's been equipped. It's time to prepare for the onslaught by the Darkspawn. Yes, that's what they're called. And of course I'm going to travel with the same party I have this whole time.
Indeed.
Which is apparently moderately irritating to some folks. Anyway, it's time to go to Redcliffe Village. I do have to say, I am moderately dreading what's going to happen once we enter the village. I suspect there will be lag. One last travel across Ferelden. Fires? Dead cows? What? What is going on?
So you've heard, I hope, how I'm going to be king, with a crown and everything.
Proud of yourself, are you?
Well, they don't let just anyone be king, you know. They don't let evil forest witches be king, for instance.
There was a Ferelden king once who drooled on himself in such volume that he required a constant attendant to wipe his chin in court.
You're making that up.
Not at all. The kings of old would be pleased to see that their bloodline has not strayed very far from its roots.
Wow. What's this? Redcliffe survivor.
It's you! The Grey Warden! Andraste's mercy that you got here when you did. I thought for sure these monsters were going to get me.
Monsters? What happened? Where is everyone?
They all fled to the castle this morning, before the Darkspawn arrived.
Oh no.
I thought I could make it to my home and back before they got here, but it took me too long to get down here. What a relief you arrived.
You should get to safety.
I'm going to get out of here before any more of those things arrive. Thank you again.
Of course. And the freaking Darkspawn are getting in the way again.
On it. Desperation is an ugly perfume. You're mine! Time for some fun!
Everything seems to take one hit. And this is the part of the game where you get to start feeling really epic. you're literally one-shotting
Will be easy.
all of these different enemies. We need to take care of these monsters, though. God damn it.
It's either you or me. And it isn't going to be me. On it.
Freaking respond to my...
That on your
I wonder if she's going to pull her decapitation thing here again.
You're sloppy.
They seem awfully weak, though. It's almost as if... You'd think that they'd be sending their worst out to us. These we can take down
Should be easy enough.
in one hit.
Time to die.
I don't think so.
Oh, hello. As if things weren't laggy enough. Hello, ogre. Well, you take care of that ogre in slow-mo as much as you like. I see there are a couple of traps being detected. You take care of that cliff. Anyway, no, leave it alone now. Go after the emissary. That's a good girl.
Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance?
I think they really do. Oh,
Right.
Redcliffe. What has happened to you? Demonic core. Concentrated death, or I do not need this. Yeah, I need money. I think I donated something like 2,000 sovereigns to the, Redcliffe army. So I think, even after all of that, I still have quite a bit. So I think I don't need extra money. Besides which, I'm going to be a queen. I'm not going to need any of this pithy money. Oh, look, corpses! And you can loot them. That's pretty bad, actually. But to quote a friend of mine, at least you can't sodomize them. And there is a story behind that.
Right.
She had her reasoning. That, you know, at least you can't do something worse than looting them, but still. It kinda came out of nowhere. One of those things like you nod along with it at first and then realize, wait, what did you just say?
Watch for their blood.
Oh god, they've made it into the castle. Oh well, at least they should be fairly easily taken care of and disposed of.
On it.
Stop it. Morgan, don't run into the thick of things. That's a bad idea. You guys really suck at this, don't you? Alright, let's take down these Darkspawn like we do, because we are Grey Wardens, and that's just how we roll. Oh, looks like there are more down there. Oh. Mass paralysis? Aw, shit.
Stay still!
That's right. Come gather around me. Oh, thank you for being stupid. A bit more dying, Alistair. They've been doing nothing but that. And here comes one last final assault. An Ogre Alpha.
Let's get started.
Yeah, good job ramming me. That's great. Good job.
Now we're going to battle.
Let's make this quick, shall we?
Must have victory.
Wait, you can actually...
Excellent.
Why do I suspect we'll be getting this quite a few more times? You are now a dead ogre.
My lady, you're here.
God.
Thank goodness.
Did the Darkspawn get into the castle?
Some did, yes, but we were able to close the gates and kill the ones in the courtyard. I was told to watch for your arrival, Warden. Your comrade Riordan arrived just ahead of the Darkspawn attack. He has urgent news for you.
Riordan? What is he doing here?
I don't rightly know. Things happened so fast, I only know he was scouting in the south before he arrived.
Wait, I must prepare. Can you hold the Darkspawn for now?
There might be stragglers, but you seem to have taken care of most of them out here. That's rather remarkable, really.
I do like the way he says that. That's rather remarkable, really. Alright, I don't need either of those items. They will not be useful to me. And that will not be useful to me either. I suspect whatever he has will also not be useful to me. So let's go inside.
I was told to watch for your arrival, Warden. Your comrade Riordan arrived just ahead of the Darkspawn attack. He has urgent news for you.
You said this already. Take me inside. There must be no more delays.
I should take you to the hall right away, my lady. They'll be waiting for you there.
Indeed. Well, that was an exciting welcome into Redcliffe. Certainly not what I was expecting. But we are waiting for the bulk of the horde out this way, so perhaps I should have been expecting it. Still.
It's a relief to see you unharmed. And you as well, Alistair. Or should I say your majesty?
No, I wouldn't say that. Not yet, anyway.
The Darkspawn that attacked Redcliffe were relatively few in number, I'm afraid. It was assumed the Horde was marching in this direction, but that is not true.
Riordan tells us that the bulk of the Horde is in fact heading towards Denerim. They are perhaps 2 days away from the capital.
2 days?
What? Are we sure about that? I mean, if that's true.
I ventured close enough to listen in, as it were. I am quite certain.
Why did we think they were headed here?
The Darkspawn line is wide, and many of them roam away from the main Horde. Until now, most of them have been spotted here in the west.
Not to mention that we've been too busy killing each other to pay much attention to some silly old Darkspawn horde.
There is, I'm afraid, one other piece of news that is of even greater concern. The Archdemon has shown itself. The dragon is at the head of the horde.
No!
Make her preserve us.
But we can't reach Denerim within 2 days, can we? It's too far.
We must begin a forced march to the capital immediately with what we have. Denerim must be defended at all costs.
Is it even... well, the Archdemon is what's important.
And only the Grey Wardens can defeat the Archdemon. That is why we must go.
Then we march, and hope the army we've collected here gives us the chance we need. Al-Eamon, how long before the army can set out?
By daybreak.
Then let's get them ready. I won't let all those people die without giving them a chance.
And just how are we supposed to defeat this Archdemon?
I was wondering that myself.
Then you don't know. Of course not. You're both new recruits Duncan wouldn't have expected.
I will give the orders at once, and will notify you the moment we are ready
Expected
to
what?
march.
That would be appreciated.
Perhaps you and Alistair should meet me before you retire for the evening. There are things we need to speak of.
I will have someone show you to your rooms. I suggest you all get some rest while you can. We will need it.
Al-Eamon?
I apologize, but there are urgent matters I must deal with. Please seek me out another time.
Shouldn't Alistair be staying here?
He insists on going. How can I say no? I am uneasy with the danger he puts himself in by accompanying you. I ask myself if he does not conspire to leave the throne to Honora after all. But Alistair knows his duty. He will do what is best. Right now, he believes that is assisting you in contacting your allies.
Are there any other allies we can use?
We have sent messengers to Orlais. With any luck, the Empress will send us help within a week.
That would
I
be
think
nice.
it entirely possible, however, that she has written Ferelden off as a lost cause already, and will seek to defend her empire first.
Understandably, in some
Perhaps
senses.
the Grey Wardens of Orlais will be able to march and reach us in time. We should not rely on their arrival, even so.
I should get to my room. Bodyguard?
Good evening, my lady. It is an honor to meet you.
How's everything in the castle?
There was some groaning after the men received word about the coming race to Denerim tomorrow, but nothing serious. I think many are uneasy about facing the Great Horde. We will be outnumbered, it is said, but we have no choice. There are thousands of innocents in Denerim. My own family is there.
We will save them. Don't worry about that.
Thank you. You can't imagine what a relief it is to hear you say that.
How do you feel about the coming battle?
I am not certain. On one hand, I yearn for the capital to be defended. There are so many lives at stake. But it feels as if we are rushing to our doom. Do you truly feel that we have a chance of winning?
Of course we'll win.
I hope you are right. I will pray for it.
Good evening, soldier.
Of course, my lady. Good luck to you.
And did you have anything else to add, sir?
I apologize, but there are urgent matters I must deal with.
Okay. Tegan?
And now Denerim is under assault by the Darkspawn. The death toll will be staggering. I wish you luck, Grey Warden, for all our sakes.
Indeed. Hello, dwarves.
And what word have we from Orzammar? Has House Claret sent their men, or haven't they?
They're stalling.
which is as good as a no.
House Clorette's feud with House Romuald has flared up again since their son died in that Deep Roads business. So naturally they're pleading the need for self-defense.
Fine time to start with that nonsense again. I've half a mind to... Evening to you, Grey Warden. I didn't realize you were still up and about.
Of course I am. Is there a problem with the Dwarven forces?
Nothing that can be dealt with now, I'm afraid. Just one of the houses being thicker than the stone that made them.
Once all of this blight business is done, there will be a reckoning in the Assembly.
They're probably half hoping we'll all wind up dead. That way they'll have one of the strongest forces left in Orzammar.
That's great.
Enough to face the Darkspawn all on their own, I suppose? That's exactly the kind of half-arse thinking that got us into the mess after Endrin passed.
It was our good fortune that you decided to go to Orzammar when you did, Grey Warden. For all that a surfacer needed our help, I expect we needed yours more.
Thank you. Thank you for that appreciation. I'm worried about the battle.
And so you should be. I was hoping you'd have some Grey Warden trick up your sleeve, truth be told.
I'm working on
Are things truly that desperate? Do we stand a chance of losing?
Don't we always?
Now, there's a reason to get drunk, if ever I heard one.
Right. Off to camp with both of you, and keep the drunkenness to a minimum. We have a long way to go yet. Pleasant evening to you, Grey Warden, and good fortune on the field of battle.
Thank you. Bodyguard. So, yeah, we can't go out any of these other ways. They're funneling us into one particular direction. Hello, Puppy Sherrod. That's a good boy. And I wonder if Liliana is still bugged.
I know that look. You have something on your mind,
Oh,
don't
good.
you?
She's not. Never mind. Oh, yeah, never mind. Bodan!
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
We're not on the road anymore. But, I should go.
Of course. Good fortune to you and yours.
Goodbye.
He's going to be setting up his, stores here, so that's good to know. And everyone is happily assembled. Let's, go upstairs. First we have to speak with Riordan, and, well, then we get to rest for the night. We have a long march ahead of us, after all, in the morning. And this... chest? Map of occupied Ferelden. Huh. By the way, for those of you who didn't know, the maps are actually a gift for Loghain. That's his major gift in this game, are the maps, and that's like the only way that you can get his approval up, since he doesn't have many conversations. Anyway, I'm out of time for this installment of Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. Next time we talk with Riordan, and then move on to Denerim. Hope to see you then.